Hey y'all, you guys, how y'all doing tonight? This is me, Chili Kill. I've been on going what y'all call it the YouTube streets. So I've been looking at all the things that I took a nap. So when I wake up, I say let me go on YouTube and see what's going on, stuff like that. So I go on there and I see where Jazz had put it was a live send the police or something. So I'm thinking, is she asking for somebody to tell her what's going on? So I click on there. The police is at her house because somebody called CPS. Now I don't know who called CPS or was it her neighbors or anybody called CPS. But my thing is, Jazz, what were you doing or what was going on before they came? That's my question. Because your kids, they be so loud and screaming, and Aiden, he be at top of his lungs. He be sound like it's Ava yelling, but it be him. So that's why I just asked that. But I'm telling you, my thing is that going live that you be doing. I and somebody answered down below for me. When they go live, do they get paid more or something? Because these three moms, they always going live. So that's why I was wondering, you know, do they get paid more? So they must be. It's something to that why they go live all the time. But Jasmine, you need to not go live because that way you can edit. Because some of all the stuff they hear and see, your viewers see, that's not for everybody to see, Mama. It's not. It's not. And I'm just trying to tell you, you don't want everybody to know what's going on in your house. I understand when you get on the counting camera, sometimes you be saying, this going to be raw and uncut, my hair not done. But why wouldn't you want to fix yourself up in front of a camera? You should want to fix yourself up and have your kids fixed up, or at least clothed and stuff like that. I mean, come on now. Because everything is not for everyone to see, you know. But it's teacher, it's you right. I understand it's your channel, but I just think you need to keep some stuff off the internet. But you know what I noticed though? What that policeman said to you at the end? He said, you told him it was a YouTuber or whatever, and he said, well, is for you making is you making that money worth you? Them calling the police on you and stuff and things like that. And see, that's what I knew. That's what he did. He was like, well, do you do, is it worth doing you to have to have people call CPS on you? So then my question is, what are you doing for people to call them on you? You gotta think. You gotta think before you do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Is it worth it? And then if you feel it's worth it, then you need to cut out some of the stuff you do on YouTube. And then that way you wouldn't have to have that problem. Because I watch all types of channels, mothers, and everything they do, routines with their daughters and stuff, and they are nothing like your household is with your kids. You gotta get that together before you have that stuff on YouTube. You don't want that to be for people to be able to tear you down and say certain stuff to you. You don't want that. Man, I'm telling you, I'm I'm 48. My daughter's 28. And if she picked up a camera, I swear to you, she would not be doing some of the stuff that you do. Or if she had kids, I'm about to be a grandmother. If she had kids and her kids was running the whole house, I would have to step in. There's no way. There's no way. Couldn't be me. And I don't have patience anyway. So I think you immune to that yelling they be doing. Like I had a friend. We used to be over her house, and she used to be sitting there watching TV, and her kids be jumping off the couches, jumping across her head, and doing all kind of stuff, and she be there watching the movie. And I was like, wait a minute. You don't see what the fuck they doing. You do not see what they doing. Oh my God, I could not. I couldn't go. I didn't like to go visit her because I didn't like to be sit up there. It wasn't no one-on-one time for us to conversate, talk, or do anything because her kids was so why was I finna use the word untamed? I don't mean untamed, but they was no structure. There was no structure, and it used to be funny because I used to say she just immune to this stuff. I could not watch a movie. I I would have to ask her what happened on the last scene because I'd be so focused on her kids tearing up her house. So I know I've seen it been done before, and she could not get a hold of it. But I but you know what was funny though? When they visit somewhere else and it was at that person like her uncle house, they knew that they couldn't do certain things at certain people's house. They knew. So that's what I'm talking about. I said, I don't, I'm not, I don't, I'm not, I shouldn't say for your kids to fear you, but I know, like I always said, with my kids, I used to give them a look. And when I give them that look, they straighten right on up. I didn't play that. I didn't beat my kids or nothing like that. I looked at them and they knew when I'm in business. But anyway, you guys, Jasmine, I'm sorry the CPS got called to your house and all that. Well, but I don't know. But like I said, you got to take the blame in some of this. You got to. All right, you guys, until I turn this camera back on.